Hello, and well, welcome to this special video. This is the Halloween project that I've been that I've been posting about. I hope you guys are really excited because I genuinely am. I can't wait to show you what I've been working on for the past month. That's right, I've been working on it for the whole month of October. I unfortunately didn't get the idea of doing a Halloween project until I think the first couple of days of October. And the thing is, um, if I would have had the idea earlier, I'm not really sure if it would have been any better. Because I think that this is genuinely way better than I ever could have dreamed of. I will show you every single detail. Well, I'll leave some of the details for you to discover because it will be uploaded to the Frontier Workshop. So, yeah, you can go ahead, download it yourself. It's also available for PS4 because I made it on PS4. It's only 56% filled. It's a small park with just insane theming, so hope you enjoy. This is the entrance. The park is currently closed, but there's a real path, so you can open it. People will actually walk through the park, enter the rides, everything. This just took me so long because making a face out of objects that aren't meant to be part of a face is just pretty difficult. Yeah. And I have also done two skeletons right here. Basically, they are just to hide these lights, but hey, it works pretty well. And yeah, my goal here was to make them look as human as possible with, real human sort of poses. And yeah, I think that turned out pretty well. Well, they're static, but you can kind of see the vibe here. Yeah. So also these letters are like Halloween World. I did something with the W here. It's pretty cool, but it's nothing special, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, let's go in. Let's just take this one. Right, so when you go in, when you go out, actually, you see Boo on the back, because, why not? But yeah, we're not gonna go out, we're just getting started. When you walk in, you can see this wooden coaster. Well, we'll get to that, but first, let's just, wait. I have to, I need to have the flip cam. Hold on. I'm not sure if this also works with staff, but I need the flip cam. So, I hope that works. Yeah, that works. Definitely. Right. So, you have this claw machine here. Now, but before we actually start, I have a render problem. If anyone knows how to solve it, then please let me know, because it's really annoying. So, some things might not render. And I do not have my storage filled. I already deleted some old projects, and doesn't make any difference. So if you know how to fix this, then please let me know. Thank you. This is the main path, and as you might notice, there's not a main street. The reason for this is the park is pretty small, and I actually wanted to get the most out of it, and not be like Disneyland. So that's why I've chosen to do more theming and not really do a lot of shops. There isn't a lot of shops. There's only 2 locations for shopping. Right, you've got this fountain here, and it has a fun little secret, because if you don't pay attention, you might just get unlucky. Every 30 seconds, it does something that could make you wet. Let's just wait. Hopefully it's gonna do it soon. It's pretty cool. It really wasn't that much work to do, but it genuinely is pretty much like a pretty big difference. Here, this is what it does. But it makes a pretty big difference of being just a normal statue. Actually, spouting water, spitting water is just way more interactive and gives the whole statue sort of life, even though it doesn't move. So yeah, simple, but pretty much better than what it would have been. Now this is the entrance for the wooden coaster. We'll get to the POV on rides things later, but first I just want to give you a tour. And here we have render issues. As you can see, this does not render whatsoever. It sucks. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't render. So yeah, if you know how to fix that, please let me know, because nothing is rendering. These lights aren't even rendering, unless I move. Yeah, now they're stopped rendering. See? Dude, I'm not even sure why, but that when they're not on, that's just because they don't render. It's so annoying, dude. Yeah, here, now they're not rendering again. It sucks. Anyway, we can go in here to find an ADM machine. Toilets. In the other end, we got 3 staff buildings because, you know, I have way too much staff here. Here, we've got the Devil Wings sign. It's not rendering, but fuck it. You know what it's supposed to be. We've got Devil's Wings. That's the B&M Wing Coaster. That's actually that house. It's actually the station, and that's also the house that I used for the teaser on Friday the 13th. So yeah, if it looks familiar, it probably is. We'll get in there later. That's one of the most beautiful stations I've ever built. Here on this end, we've got ourselves a beautiful motorbike coaster, and here we've got a flat ride because you know every park needs some flat rides. On this end, we also got a flat ride, but they're not frickin' rendering. Well, no, it is, but you just saw it render, so you know. Oh, and yesterday actually I was just playing around, so yeah, it's not really on fire. That's just gonna go away. But you know, I had nothing to do. Maybe I should put my roller coaster on fire, so I did. Anyway, I'll just remove that later. You've got defending machines here because people were still thirsty, and it was very busy at the shops because I don't have a lot of shops, you know. Here's actually the queue, and here's the exit of this flat ride. But from here you get great views of the roller coaster, which is called Ghost Riders, and it's perfect. It's a family coaster with a pretty high top speed, but I made it so that there's not a lot of forces, and it just safely loses its speed throughout the course. And it even goes inside there. So it's pretty cool. And a pretty cool. Yeah. So, there's another section of the park that you probably didn't know, but this is the exit of Pumpkin's Revenge, right? So we're just gonna go in there, and here's this will take an unexpected turn. So you can go below the station. That's right, this is below the station, and then right here, this is the exit of the ride. But you can actually go in here, over this path, and then you'll have this flat ride right over here. And you'll have some shops over here. So this is the second location of shops, and then there is a staff building with a vendor resting in it right there. I tried to theme this. Unfortunately, this is the edge of the sandbox, so that's why it's so empty, and that's why there's a wall there. Because I couldn't place any trees, and I didn't want you to see that it was the edge. So it's really annoying, but unfortunately I can't do anything about that, because, you know, it's the edge, and I can't move the entire park, because then I would have to redo all the path, and because I use floors, I would have to remove all the floors. So it's really, really not gonna happen. But you get why it's looking like this now. That's the point. Right. So, this is the queue for the wooden coaster. And also something I forgot to mention is that I spent a lot of work in this entrance, as you can see on the back. These are, by the way, if you want to build this yourself, you're wondering, hey, what is that? I've never seen that before. These are actually the Scarecrow's limbs. So, yeah, you can just use them. I use them as twines. It works pretty well. And then this is the exit of, well, both this, right, because this is the exit, but it's also the exit of this coaster. And we're gonna start, well, we're gonna end with this coaster because the station is very cool. I want to save that for last. So the thing that we're gonna start with is actually the motorbike coaster. Now, that's pretty exciting, right? Yeah, it is. Um, so let's go on the queue. Now this queue is not really themed specifically because the coaster is actually not, well, it's themed, but it's not super specific or something. This is, by the way, this is just the back of the sign, but because the wood of the letters actually sticked out of the back, I had to, you know, make a second wall just to hide that. So this is also my least favorite station of the park because I didn't really know how to theme it, so I just made it with random stuff that is not rendering, but now you know. Yeah. So I will show you the POV of this coaster. It's called Ghost Riders, and it's pretty cool. It is by far the smoothest coaster of the park, and I love it. Actually, let's do front bumper. Yeah, it takes away the motorbike feeling, but it makes it way smoother. And I know that you guys just want to see smooth coasters. So all of the coasters, we're gonna view them in front bumper. Right. So this is a family coaster, but it's pretty cool, and it's very smooth. It's I think it is a lot faster than other coasters. It safely goes. Not too much force. But I definitely think that this will be exciting even for thrill seekers because it, you know, the only motorbike coaster I ever ridden was the booster bike in Dover, which was also the first motorbike coaster ever built. So that's pretty cool. I'm so sorry that things aren't rendering, but I literally hate it more than you do. I have to live with it. We aren't in FlipCam anymore. Wait a minute. We are not in FlipCam anymore. I need to go back into FlipCam. Right, by the way, I'm not gonna do on rides. Oh, what? No. I'm not gonna do on rides of the flat rides because you guys can do that yourself when you're here. But like, flat rides are just not important whatsoever. Okay, it's time for my favorite coaster in the park of all the coasters. And now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. I need to. Hold on. Now this coaster is really unique because it's a wooden coaster, but I'm not sure if you guys have ridden Bandit in Movie Park Germany. Well, don't. It's really painful, but it has a cool effect on the lift hill that I actually recreated here. Now I didn't mean to do it like on Bandit, but it's just really cool. So here's an entry sign that is extra. It's basically just to hide some spotlights, but you know, you gotta get creative. So, right. It's a GCI wooden coaster, and it features pretty cool things. But yeah, you'll see. Enjoy the POV. This is the lift hill, and there's a really cool effect on top. Here, watch. No one's gonna know how I did this. Well, I did. There you go. Airtime. There's a lot of airtime. I would definitely ride this. Right. So, it's called Pumpkin Revenge. You can probably see why. Some really cool elements. I like it. I hope you guys like it as well. This coaster, I kinda had to, like, figure out a way to make it Halloween, because the trees were there and there were no pumpkins at that moment yet. I was like, how the F is this even gonna be a Halloween coaster? I was like, I'm not even sure anymore. And then I thought, I'm gonna have to do something with theming. And I was like, how am I gonna theme it? Oh, for special effects. That's cool. But that isn't everything. And I ended up doing pumpkins, and I really like how that turned out. I like this pumpkin over here. This already would have been, give it the name Pumpkin Revenge. But I love it. Simple, but just cool. Yeah. You guys are allowed to use it. Right. So, but the thing, well, I'm gonna get to that anyway. At night, this coaster looks way better than this. By the way, if you want to see the layout, this is the layout. I love it. I think it's perfect. Because there isn't really one big turn at the beginning or at the end, which you 9 out of 10 times a coaster doesn't end straight and start straight, and here it kind of does. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. The layout has ended up perfectly. Anyway, let's get to my favorite station building. And oh, I can't call it my favorite coaster because that's definitely the Pumpkin Revenge, but it's really not that big of a difference. I love both. Alright. Let's enter the Devil's Wings. Now there's a story behind this that I really didn't have a chance to properly, you know, tell. Basically this house used to be of a family. Now, because I haven't come up with a good family name yet, you can just figure one out yourself. You know how it goes. One of those cliche names from horror stories. And they had a backyard, and, well, they left. No one came to visit, and, well, actually someone came to visit, but it wasn't a person, there were ghosts, and blah 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 blah. You know how it goes. Yeah. Anyway, let's enter the building, if you dare. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's really detailed. As you can see, this is their living room. No, actually, that's their living room. This is their studying room with the fire and stuff. And before we actually leave, before we dispatch, I mean, like, you should see the station when the car dispatches. And sound effects, and it's so cool. Check this out. Now, you're not gonna tell me that that isn't cool. There's extra smoke coming out of that crack in the roof. It's just so cool. By the way, now that smoke is just randomized. With what's not... I randomized. I did it with the display season, so it's pretty cool. But not too special or anything. And this is, yeah. I had to do something to fill it in, so... Anyway, this is gonna be Devil's Wings. I'm not gonna show you a winged view because we all know you can barely get them smooth, and I definitely did not get it smooth from the winged view, so yeah. But if you want to see it from a winged view, then you're welcome to download it from the Frontier Workshop and check it out yourself. Here we go. Wait, what? We have to wait here? This is not cool. That is not cool. Wait, if there's people on it, you don't have to wait. But it's pretty cool here. You go through that gate, a small graveyard with some tombstones. It's not very fast, but the height is really not high at all, so... Right, and you enter back into the station. I like it. I like it a lot. And there's custom support. All the supports are custom. Here you have your little graveyard. Only on this end. Yeah. Well, that's your little graveyard. You go through the graveyard gates, which are not rendering. This is what I'm talking about. It's super annoying. Yeah. I like the custom supports of this coaster so much. They're not at all like B&M would do it, but, you know, I don't care. But look, it's totally not smooth. You can see it from this, And there's a really cool light effect on this at night, so, yeah. We're gonna get to the night perspective. Right. We'll start at the entrance, because even there's a lot of cool lighting, because it's a Halloween park, so it will be even darker. So, yeah. Anyway, this is the entrance, and yeah, there's a small light right over there that is lighting these two, and these are the lights they were hiding, and that's because that way I can light that green, and the center is kind of red. And then there's also lights inside of it, like in the cheeks. You can see a light, another one, you know, not doing a lot, but whatever. That's the inside. There's lights in there. There's a lot of lights in there. Not sure how many, but there's a lot of them, and they work really well. I like how there's so many different colors on it. It's amazing. So anyway, yeah. Let's get into it. Yeah, let's look at it from here. You can see the color on the wooden coaster is insane. It's super cool. I love it. Adds a lot up to the ride, and the lift hill is just amazing. And the pumpkin having that kind of a fade on it is also amazing. So I like it. And I added some lights in behind the fence, so now you can see that it has some sort of green things on it. But this is red, and it's not fucking rendering. Render! Come on! It's pretty cool. I like it. I like how that turned out with the lighting as well. This one has probably the most intense lighting ever. It has purple on the walls and on the roof as well, and then it has green on that track right over there. Those lights in the track, and also there's a lot of spotlights, which yeah, and even on the lights there's spotlights. But look at that station with the colors. It genuinely looks insane. I love it. So yeah, there's a lot of lights in there. Now on to another part. We've got this, and there's no lights in the queue because, well, it's Halloween, you know. It's something needs to be done. Obviously, those are lit, but the station here. Yeah, you might think, dude, where's the light coming from? Yeah, it's actually below the track. Those lights. And then there's also lights. You can see the lights coming out of it. There's box lights hidden in there. And then I've kind of made the front and that, I made that brown. So then it fades into the orange light, if you know what I mean. Look, when it leaves the station, you'll see that it first goes into a darker color of light before actually, well, you know, not being lit at all. See? So it's kind of fading out. That's really cool. Right, so here you've got this also lit. I like how that turned out. And I've added a yellow area light in here, so now it looks as if it's glowing in there. You see what you see in movies, you know. It's okay, it's nothing special. This isn't lit any special way, but the inside of the station obviously is. Oh, alright, here. Look at that. That's cool, right? Here, I even had a little skull. And the books start moving when the train leaves the station. Here, these start floating. There's so many details. The clock goes off. There's even a light in here. Even though it doesn't do much, but... There's lights inside of that crack in the roof. It's pretty cool. I like it. And then the exit is basically just this, and then you're out. So it turned out really good. There's lights on this flat ride as well, a lot of them actually, if you can see. There's lights there for when it's on its highest point. Yeah, it's cool. This little guy is hanging the lights, and there's a graveyard here, a larger graveyard. And this guy's impatiently waiting for you to enter the ride. Are you gonna ride or not? That kind of type. Are you gonna ride it or not, dude? Alright, so what else have I got? Well, I got something pretty cool. When we go, well, firstly you can see here that there's color on the station. It's pretty cool. When we go in there, I actually added the light in that thing. So now it looks like when you hold a flashlight on your chin. You know what I mean? Yeah, people do that. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But now it looks like that. So that's... I think that's a very cool way to light up space that is so simple. Because it really adds something, that lighting. And I added some candles here. You know, you need to stay with that Halloween spirit. This is my favorite, one of my favorite parts of this park when it's in the dark, because those lights just add something really cool. Broken windows, you know. It's, I like it. I don't want to brag, but I definitely like it. Okay. So, what have I not shown? I think I've kind of shown everything in the dark. Now let's ride a coaster in the dark. Now what better coaster to ride in the dark than Pumpkin Revenge? My absolute favorite. Here we go! I chose for this sort of green-blue because it's kind of ghoulish, you know. Kind of, yeah, I think it's the comic version of Ghost. But they use comic. I think that's it. Yeah. Alright. That was pretty cool. Now I want to show you something cool that I've added here before we ride it. First of all, you can see all those tiny lights. Those are pumpkins. So that's cool. But look at this train as it goes through the drop, because a really cool light effect will play, and it's super cool. Okay, watch this. Here it goes. Watch this. There it goes. That's an animated light that I've tuned to play like that, and it's amazing. I love how it turned out. Okay, so let's not waste any more time, but instead let's ride the devil's wings. Again, if people loading into it, it doesn't have to wait on the top. That's just because it's testing and it's dispatching cars really fast. Here we go! Woohoo! I also used ambient sounds in the station, so you hear demons and voices and stuff. And also something fun to show. I got this scarecrow put up, and it blends into the tree. So that's also pretty cool. And that's the light. And I did add sort of legs, but yeah, they don't have any feet. They're just twines, you know. So yeah, I think that's it for the tour. I think I've showed everything that you guys need to see. If you are interested, then I will be uploading this to the Frontier Workshop very soon. In fact, if you're watching this video, I'm not sure, but it might already have been uploaded. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a happy Halloween. If you've got any ideas on what I should build next, then please let me know, because, well, I'm always looking for ideas. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and, well, subscribe if you haven't done so already, because I don't have a lot of subscribers on my Planet Coaster channel yet, but it helps me out a lot. So smash that subscribe button if you've liked this video, and, well, there's also a button for that, so, you know, like it as well. Hope you have a happy Halloween, and I will see you in the next video.